Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy, Sunday Night Live with your boy Concise, man. If I was y'all, I would not want to miss this one. If anything, I would share this, tag anybody and everybody, because you're definitely going to want to be on here. I have 3 guests tonight, and yes, I have 3. So to be honest, we're going to honor their time, and we're going to get them all on here. We're going to discuss and talk about some things that y'all been waiting for. And we're going to go ahead and get right into this. I'm going to let y'all know that the first guest that I have, honestly, we appreciate all the content they give us. They let us know what's dropping almost before everybody else, other than the brands themselves. And this barber supply store has been doing great job shouting people out, promoting them. They're the first ones to always be somewhere, somehow, some way. Not sure how he be pulling what he does, but shout out to Fort Worth Barber Supply, man. This is a dope, amazing guy. I met him at CT, him and his wife. Great people. So let's go ahead and get Edward on here. And Ed, what's up, man? What's going on?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man.
Good.
I'm blessed to be here, and it's an honor for you to, to take out the time. I know it's a little bit, late on your end. So I wanted to get you in first and, talk about a few things that, you went to the Cosmoprof Miami. There's a lot of new products that came out, and I know that you did your due diligence to see exactly what's out there. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we tried. We didn't get everything, but we tried.
I got you. So I am going to pull some stuff up. This is from your YouTube video. Now I'll share that with everybody in a second. This is from your YouTube video. So let's go ahead, man, and let's talk about this first, bro.
Okay.
What can you tell us about the new line of the Low Pros?
So all we really know at this point is the size, the runtime, the power, and then expected release date is like June 1st, which that could change at any moment, right? It could be delayed or it could be bumped up. This will be the first colorway they're going to release, with more stuff coming out like towards the holiday season time. So it feels good in the hand. I don't know. I don't think you've seen this, but I should probably have gotten a regular Low Pro to compare. But this is pretty true to actual size. So it looks about 30% smaller than the original.
I'm gonna get you big screen. Give me a second. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. So this is. I mean, it's hard to tell in this picture, but I guess the regular Low Pro comes down to about. I mean, you add about another 20% at the bottom, and that's the. So they're definitely smaller. They don't look smaller in this image. I guess the trimmer looks a little smaller, but they're definitely compact. And just the specs. I mean, the specs that are found here. I mean, that everyone has by now. 2.5 hours of runtime, 6,500 RPM motor. Of course, the base is universal. It is USB-C compatible, and it does come with the base. It's got the MIM blades on it. And then the retail is going to be like $149.
$149 for
the compact, for the clipper.
For the clipper, okay.
Yeah. Now, trimmer's going to be $129.
Okay.
And the shaver is going to be $89.
Oh, that's not bad. So the charging dock.
Yeah.
Is it just each one comes with it?
What it looks like each one comes with it.
Okay.
But as you already figured out, you can use the same base for all 3 machines.
Yeah.
So you don't have to unpack all 3. Just leave one on your station and rotate the machines out. Saves a lot of space. But yeah, they come with them. They're going to be available separately as well. But yeah, they include the charging docks.
Oh, that's amazing. Now,
yeah,
is it also USB, or that's the only way it charges?
Let me see what the specs say here. I don't know if that's the only way it charges. Sorry. USB-C compatible, cord included. I'm just assuming here that it would charge with the regular FX cord as well. I haven't seen any of their machines be strictly USB-C.
Gotcha. Yet. Okay. Well, that's dope. How do you feel about them? Like, you had them in hand, like.
Yeah, no, I really like them. Obviously a lot of people fell in love with the Instinct, 1 for the power and 2 for the size. So I think kind of BaByliss doing this. You know, there's a lot of people coming to our store. They're like, man, I just like that smaller clipper, that smaller footprint. I think they're going to do well, and especially since they lowered the price on them. You know, I think that's one thing that they're lowering the price on. There's something else coming out later this summer that they're really lowering the price on, and they're going to be hard to beat this year. It's going to be a quality machine at a great price point, and it's going to be tough to compete.
So they're going to lower the price on something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can show you a picture of it. It's I think you may have seen them. Actually, I don't know if we included this in the video. We shot it, but I don't think we included it. They only had the prototypes there, but these are going to be.
Oh, hold on.
It's called the Core FX.
Oh man!
Yeah. And they're all compact.
What?
Yeah. So no batteries, no FX1s on those. And what we were told, and of course this could change because nothing's hit the market yet.
Right.
But $99 each. Yeah.
Stop it. Are you serious? $99 each?
$99. And I think that's pretty much locked in. It's all on the paperwork here. But then towards the holiday season, they're going to release like a gift set with 3 of them as a set for like $250. So $250, you got a clipper, trimmer, and shaver. You know. Yeah, you can. It's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard to beat, and that's
gonna be cool.
That's with the MIM blade too, as well.
Yes, and
now I do know that the Tomb45 collab, they had the MIM blade on the trimmer. Now, is that going to have the original like graphite gold effect?
Let's see. Yeah, let's see what's on this one. They're calling it a 707J, and the 707Z is the original standard blade.
Gotcha.
This one looks like it's a stainless steel standard tooth blade.
Okay.
It doesn't say MIM on this Core FX one.
Okay.
On the low pros, it's the graphite 2.0 on the trimmer.
Okay.
Yeah, the compact low pros. So
that's amazing.
But for $100, you know,
no, you can't beat that.
And then you can always put the Tomb TY blade on it. You know, the new one that just came out.
It's that's amazing. I can't wait to try that blade. To be honest,
it's cool. It should be here this week, actually.
Okay, cool. Now, let's move on to another machine.
Okay.
I'm curious. You know, right when I post it, I'm curious what your face expression is going to be. But what can you tell me about?
It's shiny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, okay. So they've obviously just put a new lid on it. One thing that I didn't mention that I didn't notice after we posted was they actually kind of cut the top a little bit. So they narrowed it out. If you watch the video and kind of see it at an angle, there's a little indentation, almost like a flatter face top.
Okay.
And right where the logo is. So I don't think it's going to be as bulky. I think it's going to fit your hand a little bit better. But they're literally the same. What we were told, literally the same internals, other than they changed the light. They went from blue to this white.
Okay. Now let me ask you this preference, let's just be honest. Do you feel like instead of having that switch, because it seems like a lot of people have been having a problem with that switch, do you think that they should have went to like the push, like the press power on?
Absolutely. Yeah, everything's pushed nowadays, you know.
Okay.
But you see they're still releasing gold. I mean, they're just a little bit, a little slow in the uptake, right? So I mean, just to give you an idea, back in it must have been 2022, late 2021 when we first kind of got into this. The Andis rep was like, we came back from the first BarberCon and we realized that cordless is trending. And this is 2 years ago. Cordless has been trending since 2014. I mean, like it's been here for 10 years, Yeah. So, and they'll be the first ones to tell you, they're just a conservative company. So this doesn't surprise me. I'm anxious to see what that new master looks like and feels like. Yeah. And I think like everyone else, we're just hoping for a more powerful motor, a quieter motor.
Oh, yeah. This bad boy right here.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually liked the body of the Revite. Again, it was smaller, slimmer. It didn't have as much power, and the head's falling off. It didn't do well. But if this is that same body with the more powerful motor, I think it's going to do well.
Okay, so Here's something that I've noticed, right? And correct me if I'm wrong. When it comes to like the RPMs, the masters sit around 6,000 to 6,500 RPMs.
Yep.
The Revites, I'm not sure where they're at, but they probably are around the same.
I think they're a little lower.
And which is more interesting. So this is what I'm about to say. Nobody even realized that the MV2s is at 6,700 RPMs.
Yeah, you know what? Why don't you think they realize that? I think it was a poor marketing, right?
Poor marketing, yeah.
They didn't put it to the forefront. Like, hey, this. The gold one is actually more powerful than the black one.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I have.
Yeah, and there just wasn't a whole lot of marketing on it,
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I knew once I was at CT and they showed them and I felt them in the hand. I was like, oh, these are definitely more powerful.
Yeah.
I could just feel it, especially with that ceramic blade that they had.
Yes.
So much respect to that. But this, let's jump to this right here.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on this?
Man, I actually kind of like it. I was more of a fan of the Instinct X. I like the longer, skinnier body. Again, kind of like the Revite. This one feels good in the hand. The Instinct X felt a little too hollow, right? A little too plasticky. This one actually feels a little more solid, and it could be just that it has a metal housing on top. I don't know what other changes they've done to it besides the metal housing on top and bottom, but it definitely feels better in the hand. Has a little more weight. I was never a Masters fan. They were always a little too heavy for me. But that Senior was just a little lighter. This reminds me a lot of that weight.
It looks like kind of in between. It like has a nice like weight to it. Okay.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah. And leading up to the tomb feels really good. Now the tomb feels solid in your hand, right? It almost feels like they've put a bunch of engineering in a small package. So, and I haven't opened it up yet, but it definitely feels quality and just real precise. Everyone that's used it here at the shop loves it. So they can't wait for them to show up. They're going to do really well. I think BaByliss actually under ordered the first round. So people across the country the distributors aren't going to get with their orders on this first round because demand is just so high.
Yeah. I think that, I can't, honestly, I just can't wait. I know that they're doing some amazing things, like to be honest. And man, it's not January, it's February.
Yeah.
Just to get all this information so soon in the year, it's like a barber in a candy store. Like this is like the time to really like, okay, you know what? Let me, figure some things out. Like I really feel like people are really trying to like get these clippers and stuff like that. And it's funny because after you, I told you who I have after you.
Yeah.
We're going to discuss some of those products, but what else can you tell us that came out or that you noticed or anything like that? That so far is what I've seen like in the video. Is there anything else that could be like up and coming or we might be surprised about?
Man, those core effects I think are going to really surprise everyone. Just having that price point and that quality of machine. Of course, you're going to have some different colors of some different products, and that's always cool to add to your collections and stuff. But as far as what we know now, and of course, they're not going to tell us everything because we're going to go right online and start blurting it out, and sharing with customers. But from what we know now, it looks pretty good for BaByliss. I was a little disappointed with the wall. I don't know if you saw this at BarberCon in Dallas or seen on some videos, but there was a little flicker of high vis that's all black.
Yeah. So I've seen that on I'm the barber, the barber plug. She's the barber, and they had a picture of it. I remember.
Yeah. So as of a couple weeks ago, they scratched it and said they're not going to release it. So at Cosmoprop, there wasn't really, I say nothing for barbers. I mean, there were some tools from like Cosmos and some stuff like that, but they didn't bring any barber heavy tools that we were just like, wow, this is gonna be cool, Now, listen, we're in a time where if you don't come out with something new every week, you must be old news, right? I mean, they come out with the wall vapor, and the vapor did really well. It's still doing well. So you don't want to really knock them that hard, but when you come to the show and everyone's got all their new stuff coming out this year, and you show up with nothing, it's a little tough. You know,
Yeah. Nah,
so
I didn't know. I didn't know they scratched it, man. That's
yeah.
tough.
Well, we
I
just
was,
found out. We just found out a couple weeks ago. So
I was looking forward to that because it seems like the main thing, like I told people, like they're great lineups. They're great at
mhm.
lineups and designs, but that's it. Like they don't
Yeah,
do good at ball. They don't do nothing that
yeah.
well
Now,
after that.
now we'll say Wall does not tell us a whole lot. You know,
Mhm.
I know that they scratched that, but I think there's still a different version of a high vis. And this is not the right term, like a high vis light. That may still be black, but it's not that one we saw pictures of earlier last or late last year.
Okay. Okay. Well, look, Ed, man, I appreciate you, hopping on. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the
Absolutely.
next person, man. And thank you for everything that you do for the barbering community, man, for allowing people to, come to your store to do classes and everything like that. So much respect to you, man. I just appreciate, the fact that you care that much about it. So I
Yeah, man.
appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me. Beam. It's good seeing you last week, man. Can't wait to see you at the show in Kentucky.
He can't hear you yet, but
Oh, you
I'm
can't
gonna
hear
get
me
him.
yet? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
when
gonna
he
get him
watches
on
it back,
the
he'll see it.
All right.
Speaking of, are you going?
Where?
Kentucky, Sean show?
I want to, bro. That's
Yes, you
March
need
what,
to.
15th?
Yeah, 15, 16, somewhere in there.
Something like
Yeah,
that. Okay.
yeah.
We'll
We're all
see
gonna
what
be
the
there.
looks like, but I really do want to be there. I
Yeah,
do.
need to be there. Cool, man. It's good talking to you.
Good talking to you. Take it easy.
Thanks.
All right. That's my guy, man. Always, uh, always a great time and speaking with him. And he always has some information. Whatever that magazine he had, I need to get one of those. I don't know who has that, but I need to get one of those. But let's go ahead and get this brother on. Like, if I really could have set the mood, other than having the candle lit, lights dim. I don't smoke cigars, but it's a vibe over here. But shout out to this man right here. Get Bean. What's going
Yo,
on,
yo,
bro?
yo, yo, yo. What up, bro? What's going on? What's going on, chat? Everybody
Oh, yes,
that's in the
bro.
chat, what's up? Happy Sunday.
Oh, my man got the lights going good, bro.
Yeah, we in the middle of building my streaming studio, so it's a
Oh,
mess in
dope.
here, but I'm putting it together.
That's what's up, man. Can't wait to see how
Yeah.
that
I'm
comes
not.
about.
It's gonna be fun. I kind of wanna you know me, I'm more of the behind the camera guy, I just do the tutorials, but I'm ready to kind of let people into my lifestyle and things of that nature so we can have fun and get into just more about who I am outside of just being barber. So I think it's gonna be real cool.
That's dope. I think a lot of times, honestly, barbers probably need to see that because if they only see you sometimes just one way, they be like, "Oh, he just got it because of this." You know what I mean? And don't
Yeah,
realize the type of person that you really are. So much
yeah,
respect for you for that, for even considering that side of you. But man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Let's just get straight up into this, John.
yeah.
Right?
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
We're gonna talk about these bad boys right here just a little bit. But the main thing, the main reason why we have you on here is because of the fact of these bad boys,
Yeah,
these guards.
yeah, 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 yeah. I love them. I
Everybody's
love
telling
'em.
me you are the reason of these guards, and
Yeah.
I would have to ask you, man, like, what made you change the guards?
Well, I mean, just over guards of over a course of time, like maybe for me personally, not everybody else, but I know me I only can name like one set of guards that I liked out of every guard I've ever touched throughout my whole barbering career.
Mhm.
So for me, I'm just looking at all of the guards that I used through Andis, all of the guards I used through Wall, um, Gamma Style Craft, BaByliss, just all of the guards in totality. All of those guards have some strengths. A lot of those guards have weaknesses and things of that nature. And I kind of just wanted to blend the best of everything together, right? So one thing I'm noticing is that a lot of guards aren't angled for a specific reason. People don't want you scratching heads, or it felt like
Mhm.
it creates some form of discomfort when guards are pointy. So most
Right,
people go with round tips. But me personally, like round tips on smaller guards aren't good because they push here opposed to actually get under, which
right.
causes you to take longer with fading and things of that nature. Like for me, for instance, not even to say that it's bad because I know a lot of people do well with this guard, but like the Wall original 1/16, the gray small one, like
Mhm.
I hated that guard with a passion, bro. I hated it because I cut a lot of curly hair. I cut a lot of
Right,
like
right.
African Americans, so I'm playing in one spot and it's not moving
It's
here.
not
I'm just
moving. It's just
sliding.
pushing.
You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it really bothered me. And I wanted the best of both worlds. How can I create something where I can lift hair but also display true lengths with the guards. That's another thing that a lot of guards kind of had wrong. A lot of guards didn't have the true length. Some of the point fives and the ones felt the same in a lot of the guards, or it
Mm.
wasn't too much of a difference. So um these guards right here specifically, like when I designed them, I wanted to make them pointy but comfortable pointy. I didn't want them to feel like they hurted anything. I wanted to make them pointy and kind of just change the culture of the guards. They also still made out of that super durable fiberglass, like the second batch of BaByliss guards, which are phenomenal to some people. Like that
Right.
hardness, a lot of people like. But I want to get under the hair with every guard, not just my 1.5 and up. I want to be able to get under the hair with the smaller guards. And the reason that I say that is if you can master 1/16 guard and a one guard, a lot of times you can skip 1.5 and two if if the guards are angled and how you kind of elevate your clipper off of your client's head. You know, it's angles, it's using this ridged area right here. Most guards have this ridged area, which is considered your hilt of your blade when you
Mhm.
actually using a tool. Like it's that bridge right here, as you can
Right.
see.
Right. Right.
So like for me, as long as my guards are angled, so I put my 1.5 on. If my guards is angled, I don't need to really go into my two. I can be flat with a 1.5, or I
Mm.
can adjust to my hilt and open and have more control in terms of feather and fade. So I wanted to make barber's job easier with getting under hair to being able to fade each level or each guard into itself very efficiently. And I just wanted snap-ons. Like I know the magnetic thing is really cool. I
I was
enjoy
about to ask you about
magnetics.
that.
I enjoy magnetics, bro, but I know you've had times where your magnetics then picked up a razor or then stuck to the back of the
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 cape.
clip of the
The cape.
client cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
It's
annoying. It
just
still do.
it's too much of a hassle. And then once one magnet is gone, then the guard just not the same to me. One side is real sturdy, one side ain't. So I
Mhm.
wanted to eliminate that. And it's just the satisfying click of just that click is just I really love it, bro. So like when it comes to the guards, Babyliss didn't want to change the culture of the guards just because we've been working on this project for 3 years. And then I
Mhm.
come in,
Talking
towards
about,
the
hey,
middle
listen up.
slash end, and any slight change of these guards
Mhm.
will push this project back 6 months to a year.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Ah,
this
man.
tool or the tool that Basio and Dennis and everybody was working to, this could have came out a long time ago, but it's just so many edits. Also, I don't have an original guard on me, but a lot of plastic in between the teeth right here. As you could tell, I could like kind of angle it a little bit. A lot of the plastic and materials were removed. And the
Okay.
reason that they were removed is because this allow you to feed more hair. So imagine if these little hikes or indentations that's here was like kind of fuller, that hair wouldn't really feed through. So like if it's longer hair, you can pick the hair up, but it's gonna feed through these teeth as well too, which is very important in terms of being able to feather your fades and blend a lot of hair into itself. So the guards for me were just I was trying to solve a problem with getting under hair, but also giving that nostalgic feeling for barbers that started a long time ago. Like what a lot of people don't understand. I know I'm rambling like and kind of talking a lot, but with the clipper and the guards, we wanted every generation of barbers to be able to touch this clipper and feel like they generation was thought of with this clipper.
Right.
Durability, heaviness, just how it feel and the crunch noise is how we cater to all of the older guys.
Right.
And those guys that came in the middle. I'm talking about the end of the wall. I mean the wall senior and the master. The end of that time. I'm talking about before the gold FX hit the market, it was us who had came in and created a wave. We were so used to some of the older tools from the
Mhm.
older guys, but we was at the beginning of a new era. So
Right.
at that point, we cared about durability, we cared about crunch, but also we liked this whole wireless thing um and just being able to be more free behind a chair. Then you got newer barbers who are into the looks and into this thing called RPMs or power in the tools. And we wanted to be able to hit every generation.
Right.
For if my dad, which is the person who taught me how to cut hair, a 50-year-old man can pick up these clippers and say, this feel like when I was in the shop. And then me now being in the middle of that generation, knowing this is my choice of tool, not just because it's my tool, I helped create this tool. I tried to cater to my generation as well. And then with the newer guys who like power, who like ergonomic looks, who like those grips and them indentations and those
Uh-huh.
different small, things that actually make younger barbers love the new tools, we wanted to hit every generation. So any generation that touched this clipper will guaranteedly like feel the DNA of their generation in it.
Right. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I can say this, but I'm gonna say it. I feel like you speaking to me when you say younger barbers. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I know I'm an OG, like
yeah,
in age, but I've been in the industry less than 10 years. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So for me, everything that you said about the power, the grip, the ergonomics, all of that stuff, I do like. That does matter to
Mhm.
me. The feel in the hand matters. Back in the day, the mindset was you work with what you work with and you master it. You just make
Yeah.
sure people keep coming in your chair and your chair keeps spinning. That's all they cared about. You know what I mean? Now,
Hmm.
so well, I would say honestly, sadly, some people care more about the Clippers being in tune more than their chair being in tune on some
Yeah.
real. But I think that it has to be somewhat of a healthy balance that people honestly can now feel like they're having a tool that they really want to work with throughout the day, especially
Mhm.
being in the cordless world. It really changed some things and opened up a whole different like diversity of how clippers is even made and
Mhm.
what's more important back then. Torque, nobody was thinking about the Oscar 76s like, well, what's the RPMs on them? Nobody cared,
Yeah.
bro. Jones is going to mow through some stuff. You know what I mean? So the fact that we are here now, bridging the gap of the younger crew and still giving a feel for the old heads for them to be able to still respect what's going on. I honestly appreciate where we're at in the industry and all the companies and what they're trying to do and be competitive. But yeah, man, I can't honestly wait to try these guards because I am like I did a video on guards and
Yeah.
I'm a guard head. Like I haven't found recently I found a set that I like from the 0 and the 1. We'll see if this set will take over. But the fact that it's not magnetic, it might just because of the fact that the other ones I like are all magnetic.
Yeah.
But I can't stand
I
that.
mean, you could say those
Ooh.
guards though. Like, what's the name of those guards? I
Oh,
I think I know what it is.
the Andis and the JRL ones, the double
Yeah.
mag
So
JRLs and the
so
Andis ones, hands
so
down to me.
so look, I agree. The Andis, you talking about the purples?
Yeah, all day.
So original purples and then JRLs. But what a lot of people forget, this is why I love my channel because the OGs on my channel know, and I don't have them on my. They're being put in a resin display box like when I do my streaming stuff, all my products. But I'm a user of the original Black Master guards. I'm talking about the clip-on guards that were very, very, very thin and brittle. You could break them
Mhm,
if you opened your clipper or close your clipper too quick. So with that being said, I wanted to cater, to every generation. And same
mhm,
thing as you said, people aren't talking about RPMs with the Oster 76s, but that was the whole point. When we created this clipper, that's why we created dual speed motor. Like this is BaByliss like first time with the dual speed motor, and
mhm.
because those original masters, people like that lower speed. Original fast speed users like that
Mhm.
lower speed.
That's
Lower
me.
speed, exactly. Lower speed is for detailing. It's not running through bulk. And then those higher RPMs, when you hit the T45 button and boost it up 800 RPMs or 700 RPMs to 7500 RPMs, then that's for like bulk cutting or cutting a lot of hair off. So the OBJ, like I said, those older barbers will feel it when they drop low speeds. They'll feel it in the durability.
Mhm,
They'll feel it in the heaviness. They'll feel it in the lever play. Those middle barbers get every aspect of the old barbers, including the crunch, but also the new wave of all of the wireless tools, and then the newer barbers with the looks, ergonomics, how it feel in your hand. Like when I tell you it's so premium, and I hate to like when we do these type of streams, it make it difficult for me because I designed it. So it's easy for
right, right.
somebody on the screen watching me to think, oh, he's just saying that
You were
because
typing it up.
he
Nah,
was one of the people that designed them.
respectfully, bro, I honestly think my wife is one of the best breeders I have ever seen in my life. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying that just because she's my wife. Like,
Yeah.
I really put her work to the test from everybody else. I'm gonna be straight up. I'm like, look, bro, you got to work a little bit more to get to that. But
Yeah.
respectfully, I can say that because not that she's my wife, but I really believe that she's that nice. You get what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I get it, because you have two different lenses. You're coming
Yeah.
from the consumer side, but also the owner side of, yeah, even though I made this thing, I made this thing honestly with the mindset of the consumer.
Hmm.
So I get it. So if you're gonna talk, talk your talk about your product, is because of the fact that you tested it.
Yeah,
You
but
made,
we also believe in it. Like that
Mhm,
was our mission statement. Our mission statement, is education, innovation, and elevation. And a lot of people in the industry, and no matter how you decide to do the thing that you do, I don't care if it's white labeling, it takes some form of courage to put your name on a product and
that's a
push it
fact.
forward. I don't care who you are. And one thing that I respect about channels like yours, even channels like Tanks, channels like Reggie's, all you guys that review multiple tools, is
Mhm,
when it come to it, these newer barbers, when they looking at y'all channels, y'all been field tested to touch multiple products, whether they were the highest quality things sitting in the store,
mhm.
or even if it came down to a suitcase Walmart set. You get what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So you guys, like, y'all were touching all type of tools to understand exactly what it is, what we were trying to do with this clipper. And it wasn't so much about a collab. Like I tell people all the time, like, people be in my comment section, like the trolls, they'll be like, oh, BaByliss didn't need this, or somebody send me a clip of other people saying BaByliss didn't need, to link up with them. It's
Mhm,
like,
mhm.
you know a higher brand mixing up with a lower brand. It's like, no, it's not that anybody needed anybody. The collaboration and relationships were organically developed, and it's authentic. All
Right.
of us are friends. You get what I'm saying? Chris, Drake, all them guys that hang around me, they not just my Tomb family. They
Mhm.
sons call me uncle. You get what I'm saying? We
Right, right, right.
barbecue,
I
we
got
grill
you.
together, we celebrate, we take L's together, and
Mhm.
we've took losses together with this company. So for us to do this for 3 years, we was grinding, and people look at me as a barber as if I didn't get my bachelor's in electronics engineering. I know what I was doing. You get what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I know what I was doing. Even with the Beam team, yes, I ran into multiple problems. I didn't have, you know, like unlimited resources and capital to
But
do it. You get what I'm saying? At the
respectfully
level I
though,
would wanted to do it.
the best thing when people get to this part and understand life in this way, sometimes getting to the problem is the best thing that can ever happen to you.
Yeah,
Once people can understand that, the better.
yeah,
Better,
I
better you
agree.
honestly, the better you'll respect what somebody is doing. The quicker you get to your problems, the quicker you
Yeah.
is good. To be
Hmm.
honest, I don't respectfully, I don't down nobody, bro. During
Yeah.
my mission ain't to down you.
Yeah.
If I can help elevate you, either in your product being a great one in my eyes, or not even a great one, because if it's not great, I'm gonna tell you what can make it great in my eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how I do what I do. So respectfully, all the people that always saying something lets me know that they have not crossed that bridge on
Yeah.
either trying something, they never did nothing that looked as scary. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Or they value something so much that no matter
Yeah.
what happens to it, you appreciate the journey.
Yeah. I think I agree with every word that you said, bro. Like, I feel like you understand exactly what I'm talking about. And that's why I appreciate this stream. Even with me just organically reaching out. I love the interest that you showed, not only in our tools, but the whole Cosmo Prof weekend. What you just did with Ed, looking into the compacts, which will be some
Mhm.
killers. Like, I felt those things
Yeah, that's
myself.
crazy. I
I Yeah,
yeah, what?
it's crazy. They over there working. When
Yeah,
I
they
really,
working.
I don't know if you've met Dennis before, but Dennis and Brad and those guys, bro, very smart, very good guys, very
Mhm,
like innovative guys that they care about bringing, new things to the industry, but also trying to cater to every generation of barbers. And I say that so many times, bro, because this clipper wasn't about it being just a new thing. We wanted, I'm telling you, when every generation, even if you don't like Tomb 45, if you
mhm,
put this clipper in your hand and
mhm.
you don't even cut it on, when you just put it in your hand, it feel like that's where it should be. It feel like it should be in your hand because your generation or something about your generation, we catered to you in this clipper. And the trip, come on, bro. I don't want to say it because I don't want to overgas it, bro. But you know what the gold FXs did when they first hit the streets?
I was there. What you yeah.
I'm talking about tore the streets down. Like
Mhm.
it immediately. I will say this: you got detailers, and this TI liner probably debatably the greatest wire trimmer of all time in
For
terms
sure.
of
For sure.
buys and how legendary it is just in any
Right.
shop.
Right.
And then you know what the golds did, how it was like that passing of a torch, bro. I don't know how to explain it.
No,
It's like
you're right.
it's like
It's just like
Kobe at
how
the
you
end of
had
his
the
road.
Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
I got you.
With these, you know, it's crazy. Like the
So,
MIM blade, which I don't
so
know
they the
how they never
LeBron.
tried
That's
it
what you
with
trying
the
to tell me?
trimmer.
They the LeBrons?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They LeBrons. They LeBrons.
Okay,
Look,
okay.
and look, the reason that I say this concise is before we scheduled this, when I hit you up in Miami, I made sure to come home before I messaged you and said, like, you know, I would love to get on live and talk more in depth about this. I went through thoroughly through a lot of your reviews. I went through thoroughly just through your day in the lives with you, and you know where you would be on one side showing, I think your wife was doing here, and then you would go in and then you doing some
Mhm.
cuts and some stuff.
Right,
Like
right.
I did a thorough deep dive of who you was as a content creator, because we've crossed paths before.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
me being busy, you being busy, I want to sit down and go through your stuff. And I know like a lot of things that you do is organic, it's authentic, and it's from a genuine place. Whether you
Right.
like something or not, I'm not here to sway nobody, bro. I don't know how they never did the MIM blade, but when you set and tune it, it come pretty sharp out the box. But when you set and tune it, I can't wait, bro. Like I love the hate so much that we've been getting, like just the trolls. Because when people
Right.
like
Just
you and
trolls.
all the other content creators and just regular people get it in their hand, when they set it right and then they just you hit that first tap and it just sound like you stepped on a bag of potato chips, like it's game over. It's game over.
Potato chips. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? It's game over because the crunch is so essential on this trimmer, and that's what I mean. Old school barbers is gonna love the new thing because people be forgetting that sound and barbering it was a way to move in harmony behind your chair. These
Mhm.
long days, long hours, you cutting in the shop. This is how I learned how to multitask, starting with Andis Masters and TI Liners. I'm cutting, but could be talking across the shop, but because I don't hear nothing crunching, it look like I'm multitasking. But when I hear
Mhm.
I'm looking back down. You get what I'm
Right, right,
saying?
right, right, right.
It
Make
was
you more
it's
aware.
music, it's music to
Right,
my ears. It was a way for your clippers or your tools to speak to you.
right,
I
right.
think a lot, and if you
We all
wasn't
do
in
that.
that middle time frame or that older
Mhm.
time frame, you don't understand it because tools were built amazingly then. That's why these tools been around for 100 years, 60,
Right.
70, and 80 years. They were built
Yeah.
amazingly. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? These tools were built these tools were built with real good ideas and innovative things behind them. So us to bring those nostalgic feelings back from 8 to 10 years ago, before the wireless world like brought the barber industry down, this is going to get that nostalgic feeling in cordless form. And bro, I can't wait till you get your set.
I
You know what I'm
can't
saying? I
wait
can't,
either, bro.
because the thing is when you do another live stream, I want to be on the live stream after you do your video, after you do your review, even
Okay.
if we do it on Instagram Live. I just want to speak again I'm gonna let you talk. It ain't gonna be nothing that I could really say, bro, because I'm telling
Okay.
you,
That's a
it was
fact.
it was more than blood, sweat, and tears put in this. It was real love and family built this.
Mhm.
And that's one thing that I be noticing when I get bigger in the industry outside of YouTube. I'm looking that a lot of these higher ups in the corporations, these people have never touched our industry.
Mhm.
This collab is bigger than just saying BaByliss and Tomb45 collab. This is a product developed by barbers
All right,
for
barbers. Yeah.
barbers.
That
We know what we need. We've been speaking to BaByliss and they've been following it since they jumped in the wireless world. But
I'm
now
gonna
you
be
got
honest with
barbers
you.
behind it. Come on, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care what nobody say. Once I seen them, for one, I got mad. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I
Why you
should,
get mad?
because I should have known. I should have known. I should have known by the color. Like you can ask my wife, bro. I be mad. Like I put that video in slow mo. Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? What's the size of this? Then at the last minute, I thought about that green. The last minute, and I was like,
You know what's crazy? That's what really locked me in with you. Cause I'm like, he's trying to put the clip, like he's Sherlock Holmes in this thing. He's trying to put it together, but he missed. You get what I mean? He
I did
missed
miss.
by literally an
You know,
eyebrow.
you know what it would have got if I would have
What?
paid attention more to the outside of it, because it looked like a pad, like it was sitting on a pad. That right there
That
should have
was I'm saying that I was telling everybody
that.
that's the giveaway. When I seen it before it came out, I said no. It's sitting on a wireless. It's sitting on a wireless pad. Like
Mhm,
I'm thinking in my head, no, I didn't say this to them because I don't control, what comes
mhm.
out.
Right,
But I'm like, no, because that glow, it's either we telling them that this is Tomb45 or we're telling the world this is the first wireless charging clipper that doesn't
right,
need a power clip.
right.
Those two.
It.
But because of this right here, people thought it was a detachable. And when I seen
Yeah,
detachable,
yeah, yeah.
bro, I was screaming like yes. Like I was so happy because they didn't
ain't
expect.
ready. They wasn't ready. But the thing I was gonna say is that I have to respect y'all, and I don't care what nobody say. I love the digital display. I said that in so many videos.
This
That
right here,
yeah, I don't understand why it has not came out sooner. I mean,
you know what?
I appreciate dots, I appreciate colors, but respectfully, oh, I'm at 60%. All right, cool. And you know what
Yeah.
that lets me know? And I'm just gonna say this. This is a nugget for anybody that's gonna do what I'm trying to do. This lets me know. Let's say I have a full day with coarse hair. I'm curious what it's going to look like percentage wise when I have a full day of just curly or straight hair to
You
see
know
how
what?
much that
I
changes.
like that. You got a video. That's a video. See, you shouldn't have said that. That's a
No,
video
it's
for
okay. It's
you.
already. I have some of this stuff is already.
Okay.
Some stuff I can tell you, but you still won't.
Yeah.
You can catch wind of something, but you ain't really seeing the vision of it. Just
Yeah.
to be honest, But I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious.
I'm also curious to watch a video when you do that as well because the 4 hour runtime thing,
Mhm.
like, bruh, I'm confident enough to say I'm talking about my own test. And it'll be down the line while I'll drop my own test. But like we was in the studio the other day, we put 2 clippers down, 2 trimmers down, set a overhead camera, let it time lapse and go all the way through.
Mhm.
The box promotes 4 hours. I seen it do 5 and some change.
Okay.
I
Okay.
seen it do 5 and some change.
Mhm.
But that's just me personally. But you get what I mean? So many boxes always say
Right. Right.
this many hours, and then that changes based
It
on,
does. It.
the hair
Yep.
that you cutting and things of that nature. But I
Yep.
set it on the carpet, let it rock, and I seen 5 and some change. So I'm just saying that to let people know that it was advertised correctly, but you're gonna get a little bit more out of than what was
Right.
on the box.
But respectfully, that's the baseline. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
the baseline. I think
yeah.
that's a good baseline for any barber. As long as you're not a messy barbering, but like between haircuts or whatever, like me, that's what the power clips. Anytime I was cutting, I was putting my stuff right back on the station. I
Yeah.
never felt my clippers die.
Yeah. When I did my clipper of the year, trimmer and clipper of the year, honestly, I had to be honest with everybody and be like, you know what? We're not going to be talking about charging time. Like we're not if it comes with a doc, then guess what? You have nothing to worry about. At the end of the day, this is more about the performance. How well does
Bro,
it cut? How does this and that? If it come with a charging doc, then what are we talking about at the end of the day? Now, I speak on that matter if somebody wants to buy it due to it having a charging dock, how it charges, or it don't have a
yeah.
charging dock. And that's more of my detail. But overall, if it come with a charging dock, bro, I don't care. Like I'm going to put it back, and then use it again.
That's why I respect your opinion because it's the little things that just don't matter. Like, oh, how long does it take to charge from 0 to this? Or how long does this or charging this? And you have a dock.
Right.
Just put it back where you got it from. You get
Right.
what I'm saying?
See the
It be
runtime.
those little things that people be teeter-tottering, bro. That's
Right.
just like it throw me off sometimes when I'm doing it. But now because I have my own baby, it's like I'm even more protective. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
The
you.
cordless compressor, I was definitely protective over because I did everything in my power to do it at the highest level without the
Mhm.
capital. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And also with my business partners, they helped me do everything. So with this one, I just take pride into it because I know who I tried to cater to. I know how genuine I was when I was developing this product. I understand and know all the negativity that goes around in barbering.
Mhm.
Anything that has anything to do with companies versus companies, you know, building your own product or white labeling and all of that. I'm in a
Mhm.
mix. I've touched every clipper that's on the market. I don't care what anybody say. I touched every clipper on the market.
Mhm.
When I'm telling you the one, both the one. Like I'm Shaq and Kobe in their prime. These
Okay. Oh,
back to back. Ain't nobody beating this duo. It
okay.
won't be no duo clipper and trimmer that's gonna come out and compete with this at any level. I said it because I believe in it. You get what I'm
I
saying?
I feel you. I ain't
And
gonna.
I'm not like, and even if somebody else feels a different way, I can't
Mhm.
be mad about that. I just
Right.
know what I did in terms of what we put into this. I know how many hours me and Basio then chopped it up doing this. Same thing with Dennis. How many times they tore the clipper down? You know how many different clippers were built in this process?
Yeah,
I
that's
seen 10 different versions of clippers. You get what I'm saying?
you
So
have a different lens of how this looks. You know what I
yes,
mean? You went from the beginning to the end of a thing, you
yeah,
know, at the end of the day, like for real, for real. So you have every right to speak, talk your talk,
yeah.
bro. You know
No,
what I
bro,
mean?
I think I'm just stoked, bro. Like when Miami happened, I was on cloud nine. But
Hmm.
I've been literally Xing out days on my calendar for y'all to get y'all hands on them. So at the end of the day, I know what comes with this. There will be good reviews. There will be bad reviews. There will
Hmm.
be every type. I've been through this process with the compressor.
Right.
I've been through this process with multiple products. You get
Right.
what I'm saying? I stood in the fire before. I'm ready to show people what true innovation look like. And at the end of the day, to be completely honest with you, just being some barber that started on my mom porch, bro. My clippers will be on a Sally shelf. When you go to Sally's or you go to your biggest supply around you,
Hmm.
you see Tomb45. You see the cordless compressor. You see no
Right.
drip. I got
Right.
my own clipper. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
These are
that's
things I was fantasizing about when I was a
crazy.
kid to have my own tool. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I was watching other barbers on YouTube, Alex C. Campbell, Donato Barbershop. I'm talking about people who video so grainy you couldn't even see if their lines was crispy looking at it on the displays that you have now.
Right.
I've
Right.
been a student to this game. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like
I got you.
sometimes it's a little bit too passionate, sometimes it's a little bit too aggressive when they me cutting, I can speak so eloquently and just speak about the art of barbering. But because a part of me has been putting this clipper in terms of what I wanted to cater to, same way as my guys who helped me put it together, same way as the engineers at Babyliss, some things that you know that they made adjustments to. Like I can't wait for the first person to open this clipper.
Right.
There's literally no room in here for you to put anything. You can't put nothing in here. This clipper is maxed, but the weight distribution is beautiful. It's not top heavy, not bottom heavy. It's seamless all the way through. Like, bro, I can't wait for you to get your hands on it, bro. And I just can't wait to watch everybody reviews. At the end of the day, this isn't the end. You get what I'm saying? Like, we
Right.
do it
This
one
is
time,
honestly, bro.
do it again. You get what I'm saying?
This is just the beginning, and how
This is
y'all
just the
started,
beginning.
man. I honestly will have to say, I was shocked. I was to be honest, I was so happy. I was so proud for y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and that's another thing. I don't feel like a lot of people like. I feel like we have to see more of that, knowing how to honor somebody else's wins.
Yeah.
And you know, somebody called me a groupie. I was like, look, bro, that's what's up. I don't care. Call me one. If I respect you and you doing what you got to do, I'm gonna honor you. I'm gonna be like, yo, that's what's
Yeah.
up. That's dope. I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
um, I think we need to see more of a healthy balance of that. I ain't saying you
I,
got to catch
I
up to
agree.
people. You
I
got to catch
agree.
up to people, but yo, that's dope, man. I'm kind of glad for that. You know what I mean? Same thing with 360, yo. I
And
don't care what
it's
nobody say.
bro,
I
it's
appreciate the fact that
respect.
he did it.
It's respect, bro. Like I love, bro. You get what I'm saying? I met him. I got a chance to chop it up with him, kick it with him. I'm honestly stoked for him. I didn't know his clipper was coming out. Ironically, you see how like our clipper came out or coming out February 16th. Here's the end of February.
Mhm.
Like, just look how the stars align. I haven't spoke to Jeezy in over a year. You get what I'm saying? But
Got you.
I'm one of those guys. If we don't speak when we see each other,
It's
it's
all
like
love.
we never
Right.
talked. You get what I mean? Like, so with that being said, I'm overly stoked for Jeezy. Like a person with 3 million subscribers who kind of opened the floodgates and the doors for a
So
lot
many
of us
people.
to do the
So
things
many
that we needed to do. I'm always grateful and always saluting somebody that's doing something at a high level when it's not their background or they wasn't supposed to be here. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Like I watched his story. Bro was homeless before. He got a
Mhm.
clipper now. You get what I'm saying? He was homeless
Yeah.
before. He tell that story all the
Pe
time.
people don't care about where you came from, bro. They just see where you at now. Like, oh, he just got it. Like
You know what bothers me? But America lives for a good redemption story. They just don't do their research. We live
that's
for a
true.
redemption story. We love people falling to the bottom and grinding it back up. We always love betting on the underdog. So
Right.
why did that stop now? It's because it's in barbering. You get what I'm saying? So people pick and choose what they want it to be. But I want to respond to some guy in your chat because I got us on the computer, the
All right.
Truth 34, and he has a comment say those guards look fire. They remind me of Speedo guards. So
Well,
with
these
him
right here.
being in mind,
Uh-huh.
Speedo Gods, Original Black Master, Wall, BaByliss, and we wanted the best of everything. Trust me, when I was doing this guard process, there's things that I thought were overly amazing about Speedo guards. Anybody that came from the era with that long U clip on the back in the red guard, you had to pull it and snap it on the back of the
Hmm.
clipper.
Hmm.
We had ideas from everything. Everything had advantages and disadvantages. We wanted to make the best set of guards in the world. So if that's what you see when you look at these guards, I'm overly happy because that's an OG thing.
That's it.
Speedos are OGs. Ain't
Yeah.
no new barber coming out of barber school in the last 2-3 years even know what a damn Speedo feel like.
Right, right. I got them. And how they cut. See, I think if you perfect that blade, then great, because how they cut is amazing. The teeth are wide enough, it's small and short enough, but sometimes, depending on the size of it, if you had the 3-out blade, and let's say you're going up a little bit, let's say you're doing a taper, the roundness of the clip sometimes can get in the way if you're trying to,
Come off the head.
come off the head. So the fact that it's flat now and they saying it resembles that is, I just can't wait, to be honest. But this is another question
But
right here.
concise, you see what I'm saying without them having it in their hands. You see
Right.
something about the guard, and that's from an OG perspective. So if you an
Mhm.
OG, you gonna like these guards. If you a new cat, you gonna like the guards. You gonna like because it's something new, it's something fresh. How they snap on, like how they angle for you to get under hair, and it's gonna cut your blend time down. Like, bro, every aspect of the clipper, every accessory that comes with this clipper and trimmer,
Mhm.
we designed it. Like I said, and I'm gonna say it nonstop. We designed it for every generation to feel like this was catered to their generation.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Respect.
saying? Not every clipper I touch, I can say, oh yeah, oh Jesus gonna love this, or the
Got
young guys gonna love
you.
this.
Right, right. I got you.
But I'm wholeheartedly confident when we created these two monsters, we had every generation in mind. And I just hope that everybody else feel that. If you get what I mean, I just hope everybody else feel that.
I got you. You see this question right here?
Which one? Point five guard closer to the wall or Andis? If you ask me, I think it'll be closer to Andis because wall guards is rounded and Andis guards are angled off.
Yeah.
So I think you would have to say Andis. That's wholeheartedly. Like even if you look at like the triangles, each tooth, like you get what I mean? That angle, like you only gonna get that from like a Andis. You get what I'm saying? Wall
Right,
guards aren't pointy like that. So
right.
I'll agree with that. I'll agree that it's closer to like a Andis and a
Okay.
Speedo. So it's like you almost could say it's a baby if those two had if those two linked up and created a baby. It could be those. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll let people know when I tell a story, but you get what I mean? Because I,
Mhm.
I don't want to give away too much. I'm actually creating a story of how we design these from top to bottom so I could present the story to everybody.
Okay.
But you still got the exclusive. I haven't spoken to nobody about any of these things. I haven't had an interview with anybody about any of these things. If I was gonna give somebody something authentic, outside of just the barbering world, because YouTube don't know me for nothing but cutting hair. But I was gonna
Mhm.
give somebody something exclusive. It was gonna be you. It was gonna be a genuine person who
Bro.
gets his hands on everything, who respects the game. You get what I'm saying, and
Mhm.
who killing it on his own. You don't need us. We don't need you, and you making it happen. And that's what's important to me. That you finding a way, bro, and you doing it at a level to where you're respected. Your name come up in rooms like Miami rooms. Before me and you got on live,
Mhm.
we was what Concise gonna say, what Tank gonna say, what Reggie probably gonna say. You got any of you guys that's in this realm of touching multiple different tools and displaying them in front of the world. Your name is in those rooms. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So if you ever needed any form of affirmation or any form of confirmation that you're doing the right thing, you easily on the right path, bro.
Bro,
You been cooking, like you on people radar. So
I
we've been
appreciate
watching.
that, bro. I appreciate that.
We've
Low
been
key,
watching.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Once we get off the live, I'm probably swinging like the boy and Rick and,
Yeah. I,
and
just,
Rick
I love giving people their
boys in the hood.
flowers too. Like we all working, all doing our own thing. I gotta give you your flowers because you joined YouTube in an oversaturated time. And look what your
Yeah,
channel
yeah,
doing.
I did.
We got people watching us. Your channel was growing. Like the aura, like when I pulled up in here, I felt welcome. You get what I'm saying? You got good people like Ed and Amy that was on here, like that's my family from Dallas. I love them
Right,
people to
right.
death. They always take care of me when I'm out there. And just like I said, everything about this channel and what we've done so far just feel organic, authentic, and I can't do nothing but respect and give you your flowers for all that you did on your platform and created for people like me to come on here and kind of tell our story and chop it up with you.
Man, I appreciate it so much, and I definitely can't wait to get you back on to talk more about it. Because after I test them, we gotta have that talk. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we gotta
I'm
have that
willing to
talk.
have the talk. I'm
Yeah.
willing to have the talk.
Now here's another question, and I was going to ask you this too.
Okay.
If somebody just wanted the guards, are they able to get them? When are they available for purchase?
So I have to definitely talk to somebody about that because I don't know when, but we made sure that these guards will be sold separately.
Okay, cool.
So they come with the clipper if you buy
Right.
the clipper, but you can purchase these guards solo too. I'm not 100% on the date. I have seen on websites, like different distro websites, that they already pre-ordering the guard
Yeah.
solo. So I know for a fact these will be sold separately. I
Okay.
think this will change the culture of BaByliss guard
Guard.
system.
Okay.
I think that's the
Not
most
coming out with another
underrated area
video.
of the game, to me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna come out with a different video. I always like doing, because to me, I think it's very important for especially young barbers to understand guards do matter.
Yeah,
And don't just get, oh, this come with this. I'm gonna use this. Like respectfully, at one point, before these two guard setups that I have, I liked it the zero from the BaByliss, like the BaByliss Premium. I liked
yeah,
the zero guard. I liked it the purple Andis guard 1. I liked it the wall 1.5. My 2 guard was back to the Andis. Then my 3 guard was the wall. Then my foot. Like I had such of a, like, you can watch that video. I have that. Like,
yeah. Such a variety. That's how I was. I used different guards when I was at lower areas, and then used different guards when I was at higher areas. You just like me. We find what work for us in those scenarios, and we just put them together.
yep, basically, yep.
That's all it is, bro. But I want to say one last thing, and I want
Okay.
to say about these guards. I do believe like the clipper and trimmer are gonna do amazing. I think the people are gonna love them. I think we got a lot of work to do in terms of um keeping it in front of people's face so people can actually see how we innovated this thing. But I believe that this will be the most underrated piece of the whole set. The guards, to me, they'll be the most underrated piece, and the reason that I say they'll be the most underrated piece is, like you said, it's not a lot of guards in the world, for one. Two, it's not a lot of innovative guards. Guards have
Mhm.
been the same per company, regardless of what company it is. All these guards, they'll do a guard set and they'll keep it. And if something don't work, they may refrain. Like remember what Andis did. Once they started switching the guards up and switched up the magnetics, the people roared loud enough. They had to bring the OGs back out, the OG purples. So I
Yeah.
think I think the guards will be the most underrated because this isn't babeless culture, if you get what I mean. And anytime I put my name on something or I'm working on something, I'm trying to change the culture somewhere. If I don't feel I like something specifically, like I like the premium guards, but they had too much material. They were
Right,
too
right.
bulky for me,
That's
and
why I
that
only
was
like the zero.
yeah, so they called the precision guards. And when I sat down with Dennis, we smoked a cigar with Basio in Miami. He said we should have named them the Beam Precision Guards. So I got a 10 out of a 10 by Los Cut It. But these
Okay.
guards wasn't supposed to be called after me. They were supposed to be called non-invasive guards. The reason that I say that is because the premium guards, they felt bulky. It's like putting your lens on a camera. It felt like I was putting an attachment on. When I put these on, the reason I say non-invasive, I wanted these to feel like a part of my clipper. Not that I was holstering an
See,
actual attachment.
see, you basically, okay. So I was just going to say this because I was kind of like, you know what? I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait for my video, but you already said it. So basically, there are a lot of clippers. I'm not going to say, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Clippers and guards that it's just the guard that fits. Like they make sure that the top of the blade fits well on top of the teeth, but
yeah,
the shape of it matters too because when we are freehanding, we use basically the whole blade. So
yes,
our basically our guard should be able to just be a snug on the blade and should resemble the blade. So then
yes,
we can move in the natural form that the blade is. So if you have a bevel on the blade, then my guard needs to be bevel.
yes.
That's that's you.
That's called non-invasive. Like I said, that's why I try to make it as simple as possible. You get a camera, you have a body. You get a
Yep.
lens that's big enough, you got to put this lens on the camera. They're clearly two different entities, but they meet together to do some special work.
Right.
But you have certain cameras that have, certain bodies that have specific elements in them for certain things to feel non-invasive. So, like, for me, I felt non-invasive was the best thing to do because the first set of guards that BaByliss ever dropped with the original goals wasn't bad guards.
Mm-hmm.
It's the .5 and the 1 that gave me problems. Anytime
Right,
I get
right.
rounded teeth, it pushes hair out the way
Yeah,
and
I don't
don't
like rounded
dig.
teeth.
The first set was good, but then the second set became invasive, and I'm like, this can't work for me. I'm like, how can we build these clippers and I still hate the guards? Like that wasn't going to work for me. I needed something to feel like, I don't know, like I was putting just a do-rag on my clippers. You get what I mean? Not putting the New York fitted cap on my
Right, right,
clippers. You get
right,
what I
right,
mean?
right.
I don't need, I
Slightly.
wanted to be snug and on the clipper to
Right,
where it didn't feel like it got in your way.
right.
And again, like I can't stress it. Every generation gonna feel everything that we put into these clippers. Every generation will feel appreciated. They will feel like they were thought of when we created these. And like
Mhm.
again, I can't wait for everybody out there, people that's on the live, you, all of the other content creators, people that don't even know that we're doing this right now. I just can't wait for people opinions, reviews, and for everybody to get them in their hands themselves. Like I've been doing the boatload of work.
Right.
I've been posting every day, every other day with these clippers, like in tools. And I just been, I've been doing it because it kicked the fire up under me, bro. Like when I moved to Florida 2021, like I stopped cutting hair in YouTube for like a year and a half. I just wanted to go, just relax. Like it was a point in time where I was ready to hang up my jersey, but this reignited a fire under me. And in terms of content that I've been creating and just my poise about being in the industry and
Mhm.
and back to taking classes to elevate, my skill behind the chair. Like these clippers in this project ignited something in me that I didn't even think I could get back. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like this project was personal to me. We put everything we had into this project. And like I said, I just can't wait for everybody to get a chance to test them out. And whenever y'all do, just y'all, you could tag me. I'll check out everybody content. I'm an easy person to get up with. I comment back and forth. I average a 98% engagement clip under all of my videos and anything I post on Instagram. So if you a new barber that feel like being more responding, you remember my average is 98% engagement. So I respond, like, and comment back to everybody that touched my video because I'm bigger than the person than you see on the screen. I want to be a person that shows that people can walk up to, shake my hand, take pictures, chop it up, and feel like a regular guy. I'm no celebrity in no form of fashion. I do the same thing as y'all. You get what I mean? I'm not better than no man, but I understand myself. I know that I'm different in multiple ways. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I have confidence and some form of arrogance and swagger about myself that make Beam Beam. But I've never been an unapproachable person. And I want people, if they go to these shows or get under YouTube videos or whatever it is, to know like this guy's a regular guy and he's a cool guy. You get what I mean? So
Right, right,
that's what I'm saying, bro. I only showed them talent behind the chair. They don't know who I am. You get what I'm saying? They get a chance to see what I'm really good at, the trade that I got really good at, that I created a career out of. But it's so much more to me than to barbering. People don't know that because I haven't showed it. That's why I'm
well,
building a streaming room. That's why I'm doing streams and this. I want people to get in and get a chance to meet me.
right. I mean, there's a few things I know, I haven't witnessed myself, but I know that you can grill, bro. That's one thing I
Oh
do
no,
know.
yeah, I'm top shotter on the grill. I'm not gonna lie
You
to
can
you.
grill. That right there is like, okay, I can rock with
Yeah,
that.
bro. I'm top shotter. I just turned 30 years old a couple months ago. I'm still the young gun on the team. I don't feel young, but like I got an old soul, bro. I like to grill. I like to cook for people, kick it with the kids, have fun, and just, kick it with my family, bro. I'm a family oriented man. I don't fear
Right.
nothing but
Same,
God, bro. And that's all
same.
that's the only thing for me. As long as people leave with respect, then I will always respect that person back. I'm not here for no trouble. I'm not here for no BS. I'm here to elevate, I'm here to innovate, and I'm here to educate. All
Right.
three of those. You got it from me. That's it.
Man, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you coming on, man, and letting us know more and more about the guards, just the clippers and trimmers. Like I said, I can't wait to get them in the hand. I know I sound mad cool and calm, but you have no idea that I'm like a kid at a candy store. I just can't wait. Like I'm over here checking my ring camera. Like, all right, I know
Yeah.
that the dude come around at like 12 and 2. Like I'm, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm checking. So
Yeah.
when I get them, everybody, you'll know. You'll see what's up. But then we're gonna have to have that conversation after, man, because I can't
And
wait.
I'm like I said, I'm willing to have a conversation. I take criticism very well. So whatever you feel, whatever it is, I just want it to be authentic, genuine. I'm always here. We all got room for improvement somewhere. So I'm interested to, just to see how people gonna feel. So with that being said, bro, like it's 2025. It is a big year for the industry. We ain't
Very
seen
much
a
so.
lot of stuff like this happen in years.
No,
So like I feel like we've been dull in the industry for the last 3.5 to 4 years. Like 2021 is 2022 is kind of like when stuff started dying down super hard. So hopefully this is the piece of innovation that breathes life back into barbering. I feel like the game finna be on fire. It's a big year. We all got a lot of work to do. And for those out there that don't know, I've been we working in the background. I'm creating a setting and modifying business for all of the tools, trimmers, and things of that nature. I want to get I built up a lot of businesses that do modifying and things of that nature, but I just bought a bunch of stuff, laser etching machine, sharpening wheels, things of that nature, cause I'm coming out with my own like modifying and setting business, just to be able to
okay,
tap in with the industry. It's a lot of people that want their stuff to do what my stuff do, and you get what I mean. Like
got you.
I don't
I got you.
advise it because there's no room for mistakes with my trimmers. You press
Yeah,
somebody is hurt. You get what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
I got tap and goes, but I also can, I'm also good with setting for people that can press and things of that nature. I just want to be more in the mix with the people that watch my content.
Hmm.
And I know a lot of people want their tools to do what my tools do. So it's like I kind of want to create that business, but not like as a money grab or anything. Some to really just connect with my fans who kind of like what my tools do. And I'm also creating my 3-leg course, The Art of the Lineup. So I'm gonna be teaching people how to be, very precise. I'm talking down to skin prep, theory of head shapes, top of the line, the baddest on the market. So I want
Yeah,
everybody to know that I got a lot of stuff that we cooking up. It's a big year, and I really, really, really enjoyed my time on the stream with just kicking it with you, bro.
I appreciate that, man. I have an idea too. I'm gonna shoot that, with you a little bit later. But
Yeah,
when it comes to your modifying, I believe your blades,
yeah,
I have an idea. I'm not sure if you thought of it, but
yeah.
I think it would be dope. It would be something different that I have not seen out there. So I
Man,
won't
I
mind
would
sharing.
I would love for you to DM it because we got so many things on my vision board right now in terms of ideas. I'm really hoping it's not one of those things. You get what I'm saying? Because it might, if it's as crazy as what you're saying, it might add a lot of value to what's going on. Because that's the objective. Look at all of the competitors, what
Mhm.
everybody do, and what can we do to set ourselves apart. So
I'll
I'm.
tell you right now, ain't nobody doing it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I, I,
I
I,
mean,
I look enough. I could tell. Like if somebody did do this, I can see that it's beneficial because then people will know what's what
hmm
even the more. So
I need it. I need the idea,
yeah,
man. Shoot it
I
right
got
after
you.
we
I
get
got
out here. I don't
you.
want
Okay.
you to forget about it.
Oh no, I ain't gonna forget.
Yeah.
All
But it
right,
was
man.
definitely a good stream, bro. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you enjoy your night. Everybody that was in the comments that showed love, that popped out, that just watched the episode. Uh Again, I'm Beam. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I can't wait for y'all to get y'all hands on these tools. Even if you don't buy them, go to your nearest supply when they on the block and just walk in there and touch them. If you in the Dallas area, Fort Worth is kind of like next home to me. So
Right.
always go in Fort Worth, go touch the tools. They got displays for you to touch them. Just touch them. I'm not even asking you to buy them. Just touch them, and just get a chance to feel them and tell me. That's the big question I can't wait to ask you. When you touch them, that's gonna be my first question. Do it feel like the generation of barbers that you come from? Do it feel like we cater to you in these tools? That's gonna be my first. But when we start off the live stream, just answer the question. I ain't even gonna ask it because you know the first question I'm telling you
All
right
right,
now.
bet. All
That's
right, bet.
exactly
I
how
got
it's
you.
gonna be, bro.
I got you.
But nah, bro, I appreciate it, man. Love again, bro. Keep doing your thing. You killing it. I just at the end of the day, bro, we all figuring it out, bro. We all
Yeah,
doing our own thing. But I wanted to give you your flowers on this episode specifically because you've been working and it ain't going unnoticed. You get what I'm saying? So I want to tell people to see that you got people in the industry that's watching exactly what you do, that know exactly who you are, and bro, you on the way.
I
You on the
appreciate
way.
that, bro. I really do. I appreciate that.
It's
Road to
respect.
10K. So if y'all ain't subscribing yet, y'all just here watching, stop that. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, that share button, the notification bell to get alerted when new videos come out. This man is up next, man. Just keep watching him, keep supporting this journey, and it's gonna get bigger and bigger. And all of y'all are a part of what he got going on. So, it's just a dope setting, bro. Again, I appreciate it, man. This was
No problem,
fire.
bro. I appreciate it, man. You take it easy. Have a good night.
All right, bro. You too. Salute.
All right, peace. All right, man. That was dope. Shout out to Beam getting on, man. So now y'all have heard it from the man himself when it came to them guards, that he had his own input on them, and the fact that they allowed him to just use his ideas. I really can't wait to see how well these guards do. Like, I have my setup, but let's see if it takes over somewhere. But I definitely think that it's gonna be dope. But listen, y'all, don't go away. I still have one more person, and we're going to transition just a little bit, but I have some questions for him. This guy, he's in one of the groups that I'm in, and we talk every week, and honestly, I respect him for a young man. He does work at Headlines. He does work with the Tomb45, Chris Bosio, and everybody. But my man came out with his own book, and we're going to talk about that real quick, because I have a few questions for him on how this is going to affect y'all in your life, in your barbering career, and all of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my boy Max the Million on here. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's up, man?
Ain't much, man. We out here, I forgot
that I be doing this voice sometimes, but it is what it is. I do this for the group, but
y'all get a little bit of that. But what's going on, man? Talk to me.
Man, I can't complain, bro. I was over here watching the whole streaming that you had going on with Fort Worth and what Beam was saying, bro. And honestly, I could say from experience of actually holding the clipper before anybody, outside the shop got a chance to, I highly support it. I really do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that is coming from somebody that's been in the game for like 12 plus years, been cutting since I was 16. I'm 35 now. And, like everybody else, man, going through clippers back and forth and things of that nature, like, when you know what I mean?
Right. And I heard you picky, bro. I heard that you're
that's what you heard?
Yeah, I heard you picky, like you real.
Who told you that?
I'm just saying, like, you like old school, like, oh nah, I'm just gonna rock with these. I heard that you one of those.
Nah, I'm very much of how do I put it, man? At the end of the day, it's not the arrow, it's the Indian, right? But it helps if the arrow shoots straight.
True. That's true.
Now, with that being said, like, you still want to have the best arrow that you can have, and you go with Old Faithful most of the time if you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes down to like the development of this clipper, and when I saw of it, and when I saw what they were doing with it, and when they first brought it into the shop, I was just as shocked as everybody else, because I heard that, like, we get to test like a lot of beta stuff and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So when we got to sit down and actually, like, look at it, send a feedback in, send a survey in, I wanted to take it serious, because I knew that at the end of the day, our input was going to be the last thing that they really got as far as critiques before the mass public was going to be able to critique it.
Okay.
That makes sense.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. So yeah, I'm kind of actually glad that they did that anyway, because that just lets me know, like, respectfully, I've been around them enough to know that when they put something out, it ain't just going to be like, yo, I'm just putting something out, just putting something. I'm going to put something out just to put something out. You know what I mean? So the fact that they did that with y'all, and then they came out with the product, I'm over here even more like, okay, let's see what they got going on.
Yeah.
But let's talk about something real quick. I don't know. Do you have a hard copy with you?
Oh yeah, of course, man.
Okay. So what's the book name?
How to Make Bread, man.
All right. So that being the case, how to make bread, right?
Yeah.
That's what's up. But bro, tell us, as a barber, what made you write this book?
Oh, okay. So a couple things. The story basically just came to me in a sense from just a bar that I dropped one day at the shop. And I said, people need to stop making their bread just to eat it. They make their bread and sell it, is what I said. And I thought about, like, man, how do you really make this into something bigger than just saying that and having a catchphrase that later on somebody can trademark or create or whatever? Like, how LL Cool J made the GOAT, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people use that now and don't even realize where it originated from. So it's like you could throw it on a slogan on a shirt, but then at some point, if it even goes viral, right, somebody's gonna catch it and just go, "Yo, like, where'd this come from?" You know. So I thought, all right, so how do you make this even deeper or connect that line or what you're talking about to like the mass public?
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought about it. I was like, well, if you can actually dumb down the concept of what I was trying to say to the point where a kid can understand it at that level, at like, elementary level, maybe even middle school, then obviously the parents that are reading the book to their kids are going to catch on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they can understand the concept, then why can't a parent or an adult? So it was an idea of creating something interactive that can actually involve the parents and get them to think from a different perspective, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's the reason why I decided to go and just write the story. It took me a little second because I was trying to figure out the ins and outs of like, how to actually get it published, how to find the right publisher, how to like make sure I was getting the right deal and things of that nature too.
So let me ask you this. So how do you think barbers can relate to this book?
Well, the story basically is the concept of somebody learning how to make their own bread, right? And every barber in this case knows about making their own bread, if you will. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Being a self-determined owner of their own fate and their own destiny rather than having to rely on somebody else to give them a check, right? But it's
Mhm.
also the relation of the same way that a trade of a baker has, you guys love what you do.
Right.
There's not any other reason. Like if it was for the money and things of that nature, yeah, sure. Like, yeah, a lot of us make an earning doing this and we bet our lives on it, right? But even more than that, you really honestly love just getting up in the morning and actually relating and socializing with people and making yourself feel like you're part of the community, the same way a baker feels, the same way that, a tradesman in any sense feels. So that's the relation to like, barbers and the baker in that sense was the fact that he made something out of nothing when his back was against the wall and decided, man, I should sell this instead of trying to be such a consumer of it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like barbers in today, like, do you feel like honestly they have learned the technique of how to sell instead of being more of just consumers? Like, yeah, they do the work, but just like how a regular person that works a 9 to 5, they work and get a paycheck and then it goes.
That is a good question. So a lot of barbers understand the concept of making money and it seems so effortless to them because it comes in and before they even realize it, it goes out,
Mhm.
right? Like within the first month of January, if you guys are keeping up with your numbers, how much of that did you actually keep at home?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's an easy concept to understand how to make bread, but how to like utilize it is the next thing. And in this case, that's what the book kind of does is teaching you like what he decided to do with it, from selling it to making a living on it to finding a location, the same way that barbers hope to one day find their own location and not step on anybody's toes or whatever you might have you. Or if
Mhm.
you're in a small city or small town, you just happen to find a vacant space and you
Mhm.
decide, yo, this is my shot at doing something for the community and building something even bigger than me, right?
Mhm.
So like even then, like understanding that like bread is a correlation to like this might answer another question, that you might have. I don't know. But bread is a correlation to money because it says give us this day our daily bread, even in biblical sense, right?
Mhm.
And the coolest thing is that when you break that thought down, right, is that you need to eat every day. And also bread equates the same to money because you can be a consumer, you can be an investor, right? You
Mhm.
can give it away because that's what people do with money at times, give it away to other people
Yeah.
that they care about, charity, whatever it may have you, or it gets eaten up by inflation the same way that bread rots and turns to mold if you don't eat it on time.
Right.
So that whole concept just itself teaches people about like, money and how to relate to it. And it's not just about barbering, it's about anybody or in any industry, or even if you just work as an employee, it teaches people the same concept. So when people say make your bread, now that actually makes sense. We had a deeper conversation about why we say bread is money.
Right. Right. That's
Yeah.
dope. So look, I'm gonna go ahead and try to share where people can get this, man. And honestly, would you say that honestly, it seems like it's best to, I mean, it's for you would say it's for your kids. You say it's more of a kid's book. Would you say that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it seems like barbers, not only should you be getting this book for your kids, but take out the time, read it for yourself first. It's on Amazon. It's How to Make Bread. The paperback is 15 and the hardcover is 25. That's not a bad price, bro.
Nah, man. And like, there's like, so much in this. It's even an interactive book that I actually reached out to one of my friends and we came up with like a small recipe for butter rolls or whatever that the kids can actually interact with.
And it's in the
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
The recipe is in the book.
Yeah. So the
That's
cool thing
dope.
about that is that it gives them something tangible to do with the kids and interact with them and create memories over the table. And then their kids can actually see that it's actually possible. The main idea behind the book was that you don't have to always work for the machine. The story starts where he was working in a small, or a factory in a small town where the factory gives all the jobs to everybody. And there's nothing really other than that, a gas station and a supermarket. You get what I'm saying? So for that concept is like him following a dream and pursuing it because his back was against the wall and realizing that you don't have to work for the machine. But that's all they've ever taught us from like K through 12 in school was that you have to work for somebody else or you're an employee or they train you to be that way. You know what I mean? Even subconsciously, the way they ring the bells for you to go from class to class and things of that nature. And when you actually read this book, you realize like, yo, barbers understand this for sure. We took our destiny into our own hands and made our own position. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we're still employees in a sense, but at the end of the day, we still control how we do it and why we do it. You get what I'm saying?
No, I do. That's respect, bro. I think that sometimes we don't realize even something like this can really affect how we move, because as you're learning how to be better as a barber, father, mother, whatever, to your children in this book on a financial level, you're also helping yourself apply these things a lot quicker because you're teaching them the mindset of the thing, but they also can learn from you the application of the thing by you doing the same things that's in this book. So if I was y'all, like honestly, this it's a no-brainer to, hey, How to Make Bread. It just makes sense. Why not grab it, share it for somebody? If you are already okay and you're good, give this to somebody else that can utilize this book as well. Because honestly, man, I definitely think it's dope, Max, that you took out the time,
bro,
to focus on something like this that matters so much that people don't really, focus on, especially when it comes to the kids. Their financial, literacy, like it's not always up there. And honestly, let's be honest, sometimes the parents is not up there. They just know they need to make money to pay bills. But like you said, how much bread are you saving? How much bread are you keeping? And if you can apply these things and also read this book to your child, you're basically changing the effect, the impact of where your child can be going. So Max, I truly appreciate it, man. You have any other thoughts that you want to give us on it?
Yeah, man. Like this book isn't just about also just making bread, bro. It's also about like, it's kind of funny because like the people that connected me with this was actually like, church members that were in an entrepreneurial group, right? And I heard this guy's story that he ended up like, losing his job and he showed up to the entrepreneur small group. And I told him the name of the story and I told him what the story was about. And I realized at that point, it's also not just about making bread. It's also like a call to people that have their back against the wall. That little voice in their head that's saying, yo, you still have a talent that God gave you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That you have a skill set. You just haven't jumped and done it. A lot of people had the opportunity to do that at 2020 when we like the whole world stopped.
Right.
And it gave everybody what I like to call 2020 vision and made them really sit down and say, you know what? Now I have all the time in the world to learn what I really wanted to learn. There's no excuse. You know what I mean? And a lot of people pursued those passions and actually made such a huge change in their families and in their lives. So when you read this book, man, it's not just a message to these kids saying that they could change their lives or decide to do what they want to. It's also a call to the parents to say, hey, listen, I'm not saying you need to quit your job, but there's something in you that you have a talent that can get you out of the hole that you feel that you're in or the cycle that you're stuck in. And that book is a message to those people too that still have those dreams and never give up on them.
Right.
That's all I can say about that, man. So if y'all think the book is worth it, man, hey, more power to you. If, you know what I'm saying, it's for the kids even, or to even just spend some time and interact with them and create some bread with them and create some memories. Bro, y'all spend way more on that just eating out every single day at the shop. I'm just saying.
Now, that's a fact. That's a fact. Chick-fil-A costs more than this. And y'all know I ain't lying because y'all get a large size with an extra large lemonade, and y'all always gotta get extra cheese. I don't know what's up with the cheese, but anyway, I appreciate you coming on, bro. It was truly a pleasure to have you on. I definitely wanted to give you your flowers, man, because honestly, it's very honorable to come out with a book, bro. You know what I mean? So y'all go ahead and pick that up. In this video, once I'm done with this video, I will have the Amazon link in the description. So I will let y'all
definitely
see that and all that. So I appreciate you hopping on, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and
man, I appreciate you even letting me have that audience because yo, like for one, even following up after Beam, bro, I was like, yeah, that's a lot right there. You know what I mean? I didn't even met the brother in person, but from what I hear of him from all the other cats at the shop and stuff like that, he's very, very good, man. You know what I mean? So
cool peoples, bro. Definitely cool peoples. But nah, I appreciate it though. You still held your own, bro. You held your own.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. Anything to impact the culture and everybody in a positive way, bro. From the shop to the families, even the society that we impact behind that chair, bro. That's all I ever wanted to do. And I knew that, like, also writing a book, anybody that wants to do that, you know what I'm saying? Reach out to Sice, he'll have him reach out to me or whatever. But what I could tell you is leaving a book, man, whether we're here or not, it actually falls under kind of like that Tomb45 mentality that, like, you leave pieces behind that people can always interact with, and it leaves like that information there for the next generations to come. So if you guys have a book or something that you want to write about or talk about, or even doing YouTube like Sice is doing, like that's one of the most beautiful things in the world that you could do. So when your kids or your kids or people want to ask, what was that person like? They'll know.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's all the caveats that I really got for this moment right here, bro. I appreciate all the time, bro.
No problem, bro. No problem.
It was a pleasure, bro. It was a pleasure. It's like,
nah, it was a pleasure, man. I appreciate having you on, and I see you in the group meeting, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Take it easy. Yeah, that's my guy, yo. Dope people, yo. Dope people. So look, we're gonna get into the comment section. I know I have not been showing much love, and Trent, we're gonna talk about the moderator stuff, but I realized I'm like, you know what? Some of the questions were answered, but not everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back and look at some of these comments that y'all said. MJ said, "What's the best clipper for black hair?" Okay, so MJ, I'm not sure. Well, let me just say it like this. When it comes to black hair, there's different textures. Most of the times, black hair, you're going from a 3 to a 4C, right? And to be honest, it really just depends on your type of clientele. Now, if you're in the 4s, when it comes to clipper, most of the times you're going to look for a clipper that has the most torque. Most torque is best for black people hair. Now, I will stay, two motors I will stay with is a brushless rotary motor, and do I want to say that? Yeah, I'll say a pivot motor. I will stay away from vector motors, magnetic motors, because when it comes to black hair, they don't do the best. Actually, they can really stall. So you want something that has high torque, the best. Let me see. Because the NV2 flop, and it seems to lost to me. Honestly, the marketing of it is where I feel like they is where they messed up. But to me, out of them they're like the best ones to get. Like you can either even like switch out the blade. It has 4 holes in it. So if y'all still gonna rock with them, then MV2s is probably the ones to get. Let me see. I use magnetic guards to pick up loose razors. Oh, snap. It's extreme. Appreciate it, yo. Appreciate it. Waiting for my new BaByliss T45. Me too, bro. And it's dropping the 14th Masters. Don't do them like that, bro. Those guards look fire. They remind me of the Speedo guys. Yeah, I can't try them. I can't wait to try them. Core effects. Yeah. That was interesting. Now, I did not see that. I did not see that coming on some real. They shortened. Now I'm really gonna have to figure out what's the ergonomics. But I have to be honest. For me, if they're gonna come out with the core effects and they're shortening it, I think automatically it should come with the rubber grips. What do y'all think? The clipper and trimmer automatically should come with the rubber grips, unless that's going to be the second phase, which may be. But me, I need those rubber grips. Great combo. Bazio and the team is changing the industry with this drop. Yeah, I can't wait to see. Nah, Speedo is to go to guards. You got to try it. You got to try it, Andy, before you can say that. You got to try it. I love the love you guys are showing each other. There is room for everyone. Respect, very much so. So much room. Poncho, what's up? What's up? Yeah, you say you need some guards, new guards? Brittle. I mean, they can be. The Speedo guards can be brittle. What's the best shaver out right now? I have a lineup. I have a lineup of great shavers. And just going to give you my honest opinion of what I like and what I have. So right now, I have the Metal Instinct shaver. That's powerful. And I have the Andis Research. Those two I rock with the most. And then I use my Uno shaver. So that's my lineup, to be honest. Any other questions? Oh, and any other questions? And before I answer them, if I was y'all, I would copy and paste this. I also have another one. I also have another brand that I could put on there. I keep forgetting that I can do that. And I think it's concise with the Tomb45.com. I think it's just concise. It's either concise or concise 10 if y'all want to try that out, if y'all want to get it from the Tomb45 page. But I'm going to update this and put that on there just to let y'all know. But if I was y'all, if you always need codes or something like that, and if you are shopping from these places, just screenshot this and you'll always have a list of discount codes. But any other questions? I need that magazine that he had. I wonder how he got that thing. Oh, it was probably at the Cosmoprof Miami. But that magazine looked dope. Yeah, I'll be honest. That messed me up. That right there, that messed me up. That messed me up. I did not know. Oh, I was waiting on them because if the high-vis was able to do the other things, I'm curious if the new MIM blade with Tomb45, it kind of resembles the high vis, but not at the same time. It's like it kind of reminds me of just like a small blade and a regular wide blade, like blended together. And I'm curious on how, because I have the high vis, the originals. I'm curious how it's going to compare to that one. I'm curious. Any other questions? And also, sorry for saying black hair, black people hair. I was just talking about texture hair. This, this to be politically correct. Appreciate that, Poncho. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. All day I've been thinking about this live. All day. So when I got home, I made sure that I did my slides and everything, and just set aside time to make sure that I had something for each guest that I had tonight. And just shout out to them, man, for just taking out the time, man. Shout out to Edward, shout out to Beam, shout out to Max for just taking out the time to be on here, man. Like, to be honest, I know we close to 10K, but respectfully, I feel the love that everybody gives a brother, how y'all show love. I appreciate y'all even being on here. You would think that sometimes, like, this is how more so. It's more so just about how you connect with people, and it's just more so about relationships, because some people really thought like my channel had like 100,000 subscribers. When I talk to them, you would think it's like crazy, crazy, crazy big, but it's all about leaving impact. You know what I mean? So it's just the fact that I like where I'm at, and I like how I'm growing, and I'm going to make sure that I continue to give y'all, everything that I can, all the content that I can give y'all, all the information that I can give, and be somebody that y'all really, really can hone in on, to be like, you know what? Concise is giving us everything that we need. So, like, I just appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all help me. Y'all help me even be better. Y'all don't even realize it, but y'all help me be better. Like, I'm not on here just to be on here, Like, I want y'all to get in tune, see what's going on. If you like a clipper head like me, and you always want to know what's coming out and how things is innovating and all of that jazz, like, I'm your guy. I'm your guy. So I appreciate y'all as well. But if y'all don't have no more questions, I'm gonna go ahead and just get off and chill with the wife. Don't. She's playing The Sims. She's playing The Sims right now. She's building a house. I think she's throwing hints. I think she's throwing hints. But nah. Any other questions? If not, I'm gonna get going. These things do look pretty though. I can't wait to try that trimmer. That trimmer, low key. Not to say that the clipper ain't gonna be great. I can't wait to try everything, but out of these two, I think the trimmer is probably, people going to probably be more surprised about the trimmer than the clipper. People always going to be saying what they need to say about the clipper. 99% of the time, when it comes to trimmer, everybody's going to say, yo, do they hit? do they bald out? You know what I mean? So we'll see. Do you ever search these companies on the U.S. patent site? That's how you see what's coming next. All right. So JR, if you don't mind me saying your name that way. Nah, I really don't do it that way. And here's the real reason why I don't do it that way. Because I want to hear it from them. Just being honest with you. Like, I don't want to get to this place. And honestly, me doing it the way that I'm doing it now is kind of like helping me make better connections and relationships with them to the point that I can find out some stuff. Now, of course, there is some stuff I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Respectfully, there's some stuff I don't know. But there is some stuff, a brother might know. But out of respect for the brand and all that, just can't speak on it. But I haven't got to that place yet with some of them. But, I'm striving for that. So doing it this way, I mean, it's cool. No problem for whoever, feels that way, doing it that way. But me, I personally want to hear from them and let me know, hey, Concise, just want to let you know we got this in the works. Can't wait for you to, see your thoughts on it and stuff like that. That's the relationship that I really want. And it's kind of interesting because there's something that I'm also doing. This is going to be a great year, y'all. It's going to be a great year. Hopefully, where are we at? February. Hopefully, if I can do this, I'm gonna probably be like a hermit though. I'll probably still get push out some videos. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it before May. I'm gonna try to do something before May. But what I do, I'm gonna try to help those do what I do. So just stay tuned for that. I'll talk more and more about it the closer we get, around May, June. I'm gonna say May. We'll see. But it's going to be interesting. Any other questions? And I still can't wait to try these. The combo set. I still can't wait to try these. So he said, it's crazy. See, all right. So the clipper, I still remember the prices. The clipper is going to be $149.99. The trimmer is going to be $129.99. And the shaver is going to be $89.99. So that's, let me see where we at with that. Sorry, I didn't put the calculator up. That's $370 for the whole situation. And the core effects are $99 each. And it's going to have a sale. I'm not sure what holiday he said, but at $250. That's fire. I'm still going to try these. I want to try these, honestly. I can't wait for the Phenoms come out, but I still want to try these. I know y'all probably, not to say y'all gave up on them, but I still want to try them because I'm curious on I have about, I'll be real with y'all. I have about 4 masters. I have 2 cord. No, I got 3 corded and 2 cordless. I got 5. And I'm curious what's going to make this one different. So if y'all don't know about that clipper yet, just wait until I do that video and I'll let you guys know. if it's something that's like, you know what, it sounds better, it feels better, it cuts well. And on some real, I'll probably do the first video, and then after that, a few months after, I'll do another video, because I want to let y'all know that if it's still going to be imposter chopping in the chat. What's going on, bro? Nah, but I'm gonna let y'all know like a few months after if it's still going to be to that point. Yo, Tank, I don't know if you got time, but if you have time, you want to hop on. If not, it's okay. If you got some other stuff going on, that's cool. I'm not sure if you went down to the Cosmoprof Miami, but if you got some stuff to talk about, we can talk about it. But if not, it's fine. No pressure. Most of the times when people say it's no pressure, it feels like pressure, but honestly, there's no pressure. And I still didn't get my hands on these, but I do want to try them. So y'all stay tuned for that as well. Still want to try those things. But I'm glad that when Edward talked about him, he says that the weight, he said that the weight is really well balanced. So that's cool. He said, man, I'm already laying down. Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you at all. I should be too, but what'd you say? Okay. All right. So look, the wifey calling me, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get going. I appreciate y'all joining this live, man. Tank, you came in at the end, but watch it from the beginning. Had Edward from Worth Barber Supply. Check them out, man. Hit their website up, man. They always got something going on. Even if you don't get a product, man, they always got events going on. And shout out to Tank. Tank just had a class today, man. It seemed like he's been doing a lot. Continue watching his content as well. And who else? Beam. Shout out to Beam. Real talk. I appreciate you, bro, for letting me know. You've been an inspiration. I've been watching your YouTube channel when you've been sitting on the front steps. I believe that was like one of your intros, to be honest. But I respect you, bro. I appreciate everything that you're doing for the industry and the passion that you have, man. And Max, shout out to Max for the book, man, taking a different angle for barbers and for their children or for their nieces and nephews so they can see how to make bread, yo. So like I said, I'm gonna leave that link in the description. What's going on, Taurus? If my camera would have been connected, I would have, but my bad. We can do it one day soon. All right, bet. Yeah, we'll connect with that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get going, man. Y'all go ahead and check out this full video because it was crazy. Y'all be blessed and y'all take it easy.